What's up, guys? I'm just sitting here at my desk. Um, 2 times out, I was looking at the train lineup, seeing where I was at, drinking a little coffee, but only after I have gotten my electrolytes in for today. And these right here are my favorite electrolytes. I have used these for years. I'm not sponsored. I don't get no deal, no affiliate link or nothing. Just a freebie. I was just sitting here hydrating, getting ready to work in the heat today. I've used all of them. Every electrolyte drink there is. I've used all of them, but this by far is the best drink element. I discovered this back when I was backpacking. Just figured I'd throw a little tip out there. It's hot, and I didn't know for the longest time. I've probably spent a majority of my life dehydrated until I really started focusing on hydration. And so just throwing it out there. But this video is about what do railroaders think about rail fans. And that's kind of a broad question because there's a lot of railroaders, so I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for I can give you my perspective as a railroader and what I think. And I know that some guys call railroaders, some guys call rail fans foamers and stuff like that. I don't get into all that just because it's just not even my style. I don't call people names, and I feel like you call people names, you're trying to place people beneath you, or you think you're better than, and it's just not who I am. So either way, I don't call you guys foamers, but I will say this. I do want to say this. Above everything, there's one thing that concerns all of us, and this is all railroaders, especially those that are in transportation. And there's one thing we care about above everything, and that is public safety. And the closer somebody gets to those tie butts or goes around gates, flashing gates, we've seen too many bad things happen. And we know we've seen some pretty gruesome scenes. So, and we don't want that for nobody. Nobody, the perfect picture's not worth that. Perfect video isn't worth that. So the closer you get to them tie butts, the more you put your life in danger. And so please, like if you do any observation, or you're setting your camera up, or you're trying to get that shot, man, please do it at a safe distance. I know that trains are big, so sometimes they appear to be moving slower than they are. But even if they are going, say, slow compared to a car, there is a whole lot more momentum being driven, because you have thousands of tons of force. So it's completely different. There's nothing else moves more freight by land than trains. No more weight is being hauled. So that's the main thing we care about above everything, is public safety. Now, my thoughts on rail fans: until I started working for the railroad, I did not have a clue how big of a community it is. It's so big that it impressed me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's impressive. Just the sheer fact, if you just look at my channel alone, like, my channel is an outdoor channel, and I started doing railroad videos, and I've not gotten near the views on my outdoor stuff as I had the railroad stuff. So people are interested in the railroad, and I think for good reason. Trains are cool. I've always thought trains was cool, just like a lot of people. I mean, that's big, powerful engines hauling a lot of tonnage. I mean, that is, um, and with the history that it has, like our country was built by the railroad. I mean, it's just, it is fascinating. It is neat. And I'm also impressed by some of the knowledge that you guys have. I mean, we have a Facebook page. I mean, I say we, but there's a Facebook page that is our division, the Henderson Subdivision Rail Fan page, I think is what it's called. And there's guys on there that know stuff that's going on in our division I don't even know. And I got access to the Yes system and the mainframe. Sometimes I'm blown away a little bit. And the photography, like I'm a fan of photography. I love photography and videography. I'm been doing it for 8 years now, and I know just enough to know how much hard work goes into really good shots and really good videos. So, and there are some awesome guys. There's some awesome guys on our division. Jim Pearson probably being one of the best on our, and he's locally, he lives in the same county I live in, so he's always taking photos or drone shots of trains on our division. If you go to my Facebook page, there's a train, I'm getting down to watch a train pass. That shot that was taken by Jim Pearson. I got a couple other pictures that that are from him. And also I can't get my phone out. I can't get my phone out. I can't take pictures. And we go through 3 different states. We go over the ballast deck and over the Ohio River, coming out of Indiana. We go all the way through western Kentucky, and then we go into central Tennessee. And you're talking about, we go through some beautiful farmlands in South Christian County, Todd County, Kentucky, going into Adams, Tennessee. We cross over the Red River. We go through a tunnel at Ridgetop, Tennessee. Just lots of beautiful farmland. I mean, going by huge grain bins, lots of row crop, just beautiful scenery that I don't get to share with my family because I can't take a picture. But the rail fans do. And so I get to go, hey, this is the bridge at Red River that I cross over, or the trestle. This is the tunnel I come out of, go through coming out of Nashville. I get to show my family things because of rail fans, and I'm appreciative of that. I'm very appreciative of that. And I just, at the end of the day, I've never had a job or that many people thought my job was cool. I know a lot of old heads get jaded to that, and I hope that I never do. I know there's times that it does just kind of become numb because this is my everyday job, but at the end of the day, I've never been able to have a job that I could take this much pride in, and that many people think it's a cool job, or what we do is cool. I'm not mad about that, and I think a lot of us share the same mindset, even though it's kind of like, the cool kids call everybody foamers, and you don't want to say that you think rail fans are cool in front of your buddies, or they'll think you're a foamer, because we'll call each other foamers. If I don't, but other railroaders will call another railroader a foamer. They think an engine's cool, because we got a lot of, CSX has a lot of heritage units, and a lot of those heritage units have made it through our division. I think it's cool when I get to get on one, or I got a train that has one. When I first started, as I was, researching, what it'd be like to work for CSX, I discovered they had heritage units. And I remember telling my wife, it'd be cool if I get to ride on one of them or have one in my train. Well, I've had a bunch of them. So and seen a bunch of them in our yards and passed a bunch of them. I mean, that kind of stuff is pretty cool, man. So I'm not going to let that not be cool to me, because I might be accused of being a phoner. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. That whole phoner stuff, I don't get down with that type of stuff. But either way, but yeah, I think my YouTube channel has grown. I've been able to monetize my channel, and I think a large portion of my viewers are rail fans, and so I appreciate that. That wasn't my intended audience. My intended audience was somebody that might be thinking about or in the hiring process, which it still kind of is. I just realized now that I have rail fans watching my content as well, but you know, a lot of my content is still focused towards, you know, somebody getting in the railroad, the attitude to have when you first start and while you're training, you know, what to get you through training, what to get you through cubbing. That's really kind of my focus, you know, because that's what I was seeking out when I was hiring in. So I'm just returning the favor or adding to what helped me. And that's really the heart of my railroading videos. So, and through it all, questions arose, and now that's given me more video ideas. So, but yes, I appreciate you guys. I just want you to be safe out there. I want you to be at a safe distance. If you have kids with you about crossing, please cover their ears. Them horns are loud. I mean, like damaging your ears loud. So please cover your kids' ears if you got them out there. But yeah, I mean, if trains wasn't cool, there wouldn't be train museums. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's steeped in a ton of history, and I appreciate being able. I appreciate the photography. I appreciate the videos. I'd never, you know, when I was applying, I'd never seen a yard before. So because rail fans had filmed them with drones and stuff like that, I kind of seen what, you know, putting trains away or doubling trains over on departure, and you know what kicking cars look like. I mean, I'd never seen any of that. So I got to wrap my mind around a lot of what the railroad looked like because of the content y'all put out, and I appreciate that. So not a very long video. I know it's kind of a catchy title. I know I can't really answer for all railroaders, but I guess this is what I think of rail fans. I think it's cool. I'm impressed by how large of a community you have, and I'm even more impressed by the skill with these that some of you guys have. Y'all, so there are some of you guys that are top-notch photographers, and I'm impressed by that because I enjoy really good photography. So either way, thank you guys. Also, I want to add to, you know, the sole purpose I ever for the first time pointed a camera towards me and hit the record button is to share my faith in Jesus Christ. So I'm always going to integrate my faith in one way or another. And with that being said, I do want to say that I am very approachable. So if you ever have questions about faith or you need prayer, private message me. Send me a friend request on Facebook. Message me on Facebook with whatever prayer request. I will respond and I will pray for you. And if you ever have any questions about the Bible or Jesus Christ or anything like that, you can always reach out. That's just, there's a lot of comments in these videos and a lot of them I haven't been able to respond to. A lot of them I have read every one of them. And if there's ever one that says, hey, I need to talk to you, I'm going through something or anything like that, I promise you I will find a way to get in touch with you. That's guaranteed. Yes. So if you're going through anything and you need somebody to talk to, or you just need prayer, or you need anything of that nature, I get a hold to me. Get a hold to me, or I'll try to do my best to where we could either have a conversation via messenger or phone, whatever. I will make it happen. We will make it happen. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, thank you guys.